Hello. Are you scared of going to the gym because you have chronic back pain? Maybe you are certain that you shouldn't go to the gym. It makes sense. It will make it worse, doesn't it? In this video, I'm going to share with you what the experts say. So this isn't what your neighbour says. This isn't what your friends say. It's what the experts say. The information I'm going to give you is based on the latest research. No fluff, no mad ideas, but information based on scientific evidence from experts. I'm Thriving Jane. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I just like to read the scientific research about what works. Then I like to share it with everyone else. On this channel, I offer you research-based factual information in a way that's easy and quick to understand. It's honest and trustworthy. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? This video will explain how the right exercises don't make your back pain worse, and they may even make it a whole lot better. Later, I'll also tell you the 8 signs you should look out for that experts say mean you shouldn't exercise. I'll share with you some fantastic resources if you absolutely don't want to go to the gym. Free videos you can do at home. The shortest workout is just 5 minutes. You can manage that, can't you? I'll also talk about the recommendations for strength training if you have osteoprosis. Let's get started. I love going to the gym and working out. When I talk about it to other people, they often tell me that they can't exercise because they have back pain. That's why I'm doing this video. It's not so long ago that you would have been advised by your doctor to rest if you had back pain. But that advice has changed in the face of lots of evidence. Let's start by looking at what the UK National Health Service website says. I want to quote it precisely because it's very, very clear. It says, one of the most important things you can do is to keep moving and continue with your normal activities as much as possible. It goes on to say, it used to be thought that bed rest would help you recover from a bad back, but it's now known that people who remain active are likely to recover quicker. And it goes on even further. This may be difficult at first, but do not be discouraged. Your pain should start to improve eventually. The WebMD website agrees. You may feel like resting, but moving is good for your back. Exercise for lower back pain can strengthen back, stomach and leg muscles. They help support your spine, relieving back pain. So both these respected sources are saying that most people should exercise if they have back pain. And perhaps even more surprisingly, if you exercise, you will probably get pain-free quicker. Dr. Jatinder Gill is a back pain specialist. He explains the science behind continuing to exercise when you have back pain. So quoting him, through a process called neuroadaptation, the body can adjust to pain and the pain dissipates. Remaining active despite some aches and pains is a powerful tool in creating this neuroadaptation. A study from Nottingham University in the UK found that exercise increases the body's own cannabis. Yep, your body makes its own cannabis. As well as reducing chronic pain, it helps you sleep better and has loads of other benefits. If you want to know more about this research or any of the other research I quote in this video, check out the links in the video description. The authorities are agreed that exercising can help back pain. Of course, if you're used to using heavy weights in the gym, you may need to use lighter weights, rest more between sets, and do fewer repetitions. But what if you've never been to the gym? Working out can often help chronic low back pain. I started going to the gym in my 60s. Before that, my back hurt if I stood for more than about 5 minutes, sometimes less. I'd need to find a wall to lean against or a chair to sit on. I used to get sciatic pain quite often. But these things don't happen now. I'm certain that that is because I work out regularly. Even though I'm older, I'm actually fitter and stronger. The website relaxtheback.com explains, back pain workouts help you recover from back pain, strengthen weak muscles, and increase flexibility in tight areas. Over the years, several studies have found that physical activity decreases self-reported pain symptoms, not just for low back pain, but for osteoprosis and arthritis as well. Goes on to say, research also shows that weight training programs improve short-term and long-term pain symptoms. Weak back muscles fail to help the spine carry its load, putting unnecessary pressure on spinal discs. That's why maintaining strong back and core muscles is so essential for preventing back pain. If you're enjoying this video, please like, share and subscribe. I hope I've convinced you that it's probably going to be good for you to work out, but you may not want to go to a gym. Perhaps you can't afford to go to a gym. Maybe there isn't a gym near you. Maybe you feel intimidated by the idea. Perhaps you feel you're not fit enough to go to a gym. Yeah, I know. If any of these applies to you, check out the HasFit website or search for HasFit on YouTube. They have lots of free workouts, whether you're a beginner or more experienced. They have workouts that don't need any equipment or where you can use filled water bottles. They also have great exercises for rehabilitation. How about the 12-minute lower back pain stretches? Or maybe the 15-minute neck exercises for neck pain relief. This is a fantastic resource. They also have an active Facebook group where you can get support from others who are working out, often for the first time. The general recommendation is to exercise even if you have back pain, but there are some situations where you shouldn't. Here's what you need to look out for. If any of these happen, consult your doctor. Stop exercising and consult your doctor. Number 1, if your pain worsens at night and while lying flat. Number 2, if you suddenly have a crooked posture or can't stand up straight. Number 3, if you have numbness or tingling in one or both legs. Number 4, if it spreads down one or both legs, the pain, especially if the pain extends below your knee. 5, if you have to hold your breath when changing position. Number 6, if the back pain happens at the same time as unintended weight loss. Number 7, if you have swelling or redness on your back as well as the pain. And number 8, if you get pain when you've recently fallen. But what if you have osteoporosis? In 2022, a UK multidisciplinary panel of experts reviewed existing evidence on recommendations to maximise bone health while minimising fracture risk. The panel summarised their view, and I'm going to quote, "There is little evidence that physical activity is associated with significant harm, and the benefits in general outweigh the risks." They recommend strength training 2 or 3 times a week. They say that all muscle groups should be targeted, including back muscles, to promote bone strength in the spine. They give detailed information on what exercise you should do if you are at risk of osteoporosis, right the way through to having existing osteoporotic fractures. I've put a link to the details of that in the description, so please have a look if you have osteoporosis or are at risk of it. So to summarise, most people would benefit from strength training both to help prevent back pain in the first place and to help recovery if you have it. Of course, there's lots of other benefits of strength training. Recent studies have shown it helps prevent dementia, and of course you're less likely to fall if you keep your body strong. If you're uncertain, consult your medical professional, but for most people, most of the time, strength training is highly beneficial. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. What I offer you is factual evidence based on scientific research about what works. We all need more of that in our lives.